Well, a day that started with despair for Indian nationals in Iraq ended on a bright note. A Special Air India plane has taken off from Erbil in Kurdistan with the nurses. Now, the nurses had been forcibly taken from Tikrit to ISIS stronghold Mosul, sparking fear that they had been kidnapped. A Special Air India plane reached Erbil in Kurdistan late Friday evening to bring back the nurses who are from Kerala. Now, the flight is expected to land directly in Kochi this morning. We're told that somewhere around 11:50 it should reach Kochi before returning to Delhi. ISIS gunmen drove the nurses to a location not far from Erbil, about 80 kilometers from Mosul, in a bus. Indian officials were already in Erbil to receive them. Now, the swift release suggested there could have been behind-the-scenes negotiations with one of the most hardened jihadi outfits. However, the government, which had sent officials beforehand to Erbil, refused to part with the operational details, saying that more lives were at stake and that the job was only partly done. It was a major diplomatic achievement for the Narendra Modi government. A deal was struck with the ISIS through intermediaries. It is believed help from friendly countries in the region, particularly Saudi Arabia, helped salvage the situation. Kerala Chief Minister Oommen Chandy is in Delhi, his wife and son coordinating with the Ministry of External Affairs. Now, 46 nurses taken captive by Sunni insurgent group ISIS, or the Islamic State of Iraq and Syria, in Iraq were freed and are being flown back home in what the Narendra Modi government is chalking up as its first diplomatic victory. In fact, the Foreign Ministry spokesperson Syed Akbaruddin had stated it has been a day of dramatic developments. Many are crediting the diplomatic coup to Foreign Minister Sushma Swaraj, who officials said worked day and night and cancelled a trip to her constituency Bhopal in Madhya Pradesh to tackle the crisis. The minister reportedly held back-channel talks with several countries, including Syria, Jordan and Turkey, which border ISIS territory. Significantly, 32 Turkish civilians were released by ISIS militants yesterday, and over 50 consulate staff and others still captive. Now, sources say that Ms. Swaraj reached out to her counterparts in the Gulf and other countries and sought their inputs. Now, last week, she reportedly met India's envoys in the Gulf, seeking their assessment and discussing where to go for help. She also had a working lunch with envoys from those countries in Delhi. In fact, the Foreign Ministry spokesperson had stated all national assets were used, including India's international goodwill. The Foreign Ministry also got in touch with non-government contacts, past and present. Efforts are now on to rescue 39 construction workers who were kidnapped in Mosul 2 weeks ago.